All right. Well, for whatever reason, this particular device is damaged. I have, I mean, it's just a used server, bought off eBay kind of thing. It's a little mini, and I have changed the power supply. I've changed this fan. That is a brand new SSD. I have also swapped memory. There's the other memory. And last but not least, I put a battery in because I thought maybe that was just shoddy power up here. And when it lost power, it just wasn't maybe the bind. I don't know. But long story short, every 3 to 5 days, this thing just turns off. It's got pfSense running on it. Just one in, one out. And that's just going into the same switch. That's just VLAN'd out. So, just tired of messing with this. I'm gonna take this back to my lab and see what the heck's going on in a controlled environment. But this is gonna boot. It's gonna boot. It's gonna boot right up. You hear it going on. You'll hear here in a few seconds. So my plan is I went ahead and I picked up one of these Netgate2100 or 4100. What is it? 2100. From Netgate. This is like their second or third tier device. So I think it was like $350 range, but can do exactly what I needed to do in this building. We're gonna basically. It's neat because this is like my third Netgate, fourth Netgate device, and I've used pfSense for years. And what's really neat about this is there's a whole new tab, and this is a 4-port switch. It's technically a 5-port switch. The 5th is hidden inside the device. So when you open this up or open up the web interface, there's two interfaces. There's going to be comes right up. I'm gonna pull the backup off that, and then hopefully I can load the backup on this. Because there's 30 VLANs, so it'll be a pain in the butt. But what's really neat is there's a new tab called Switching, and you go to Switching, and you can actually do your VLANs, trunk ports, access ports right in pfSense. So it's pfSense like everybody's used to, but plus a managed switch in the GUI. It's pretty cool. The first time I got it, I got the one with the 2.5 gig. I forget the model, but it's like the one that costs like $1,500, and it had a 2 times 2.5 gig bond that went into the switch, 8-port switch interface, and that was my first experience with it. It was a little confusing because I didn't really know that's what I was getting. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this config out, get the config onto this one, and hopefully by having the switch ports doesn't mess up the config, because there's gonna be 30 VLANs, so I don't know how that's gonna work. We'll see. All right, after 5 times. The 5th time I got it right. I kept locking myself out, and the switch part adds a slight bit of confusion. The two network interfaces I had backwards one time. I forgot to change it to HTTP instead of HTTPS, but I do have everybody back up now. And I wanted to show this. Is pretty cool. So this is basically how I did this. I got 30 VLANs and then a LAN as management, basically. But you'll see devices are starting to come back up. There's like that's my phone, I guess, and then I see some random devices and units coming up. It's just great. But this right here, check this out. So you go to switches. And then this is basically the 5-port switch that's inside. The 5th. There's 4 1 gig and 1 2.5 gig ports on this. It's pretty cool. And what you can do is, you'll probably not ever get 2.5 through this, but you might in certain circumstances, I guess. But here you can change your VLANs to different members. So this is pretty dang cool, man. But pretty much what I did is, as long as that's unchecked, then all the VLANs will just go through, and that's what I needed here to take place. So I'm gonna get my server out of there, and we'll take it home. We'll take that thing home with us, and then I think I'm gonna let this guy, since it's not really rack mount, I'm gonna just let it sit up behind on top of the switch. So I'm gonna save this config, and we got one install to do in building A. So we'll go check that out next. All right. After a little bit of shenanigans there, we are back in business. So this is just a kind of a dummy switch. Oh, those look really weird on the camera. But yeah, I went ahead and I unhooked one of the apartments and then just double checked to make sure everything worked. But kind of cool. I mean, it uses way less power, so honestly my battery is probably good for half an hour now. But on to the next one. So what they used to have, and this was a student housing. So on every floor they had they had a study hall, and they had a gym, and I don't remember what the third one was, but what the guys did here is convert all the corner units into 3-bedroom. So this used to be like the study hall for the whole place, and then like this was like the entrance. Then wow, got a pretty cool kitchen. Bedroom 1 is probably a master, I guess you would consider it. I think they're both the same. Yeah, that would be the master because the bathroom is in it. And this one, yeah, so that would be the master. Then this is like the shared bathroom. And then, yeah, this is like as a pantry. Well, for whatever reason, every unit in the entire complex, all 90 of them, well, at least the 30 in this building, all have cable and a Cat 6 right there. And it doesn't look like it got covered up because the wall looks pretty dang perfect. But get a pretty cool little balcony here. But it's not that big of a deal for this particular individual. They are going to basically get their device in the bedroom. And it really isn't that big a deal because it's, honestly, it's more centrally located. But we'll go grab a jack and get her going. But also, because this one will be different than every other, you can see every single unit, it's 2 exists. 2 exists for 206. But what I'm going to be doing, there we go, is you can see there's pretty much 3 colors to every unit. There's a white, a blue, and a yellow. Yellow is going to be the bedroom. So we'll go on the other side and we'll see. So this should just be plug and play. I don't think there's anything else. And for these, I got these nice little 6-inch patch cables. instead of the yellow ones that come with it, because the yellow one's a little on the obnoxious side. And it's 6 feet long, so we just want these to get mounted onto the wall and then just don't let anybody touch them. Oh, I didn't get a plate. I got plates. Cool. I'll put these little booties on. These are Cat 6. Yeah, I don't know why they don't fit in there, man. Cool. There we go. Alrighty. And just right quick, I'm just going to plug this in to make sure. Oh, there better be power on this outlet. I noticed there was no power in the bathroom. God damn it. All right. Well, let me make a phone call, I guess. We'll go grab plate too. But I need power. So, unfortunately, I checked all the rooms. I did flip all the breakers back on, but I was unable to find a wall plate. So I'm gonna have to just let the guys know that I just need one wall plate up here, and I'm sorry. To mount these, it's kind of annoying, but you need like the world's like most unique screw. Like a drywall screw doesn't work. These are just like little tiny wood screws that Seth had found in his truck there. And like to get that thing right, you really gotta finesse it. There we go. And what we'll do is power on, please. And can't do something like this. And that comes on. Let that boot up. Clean up some of my mess here. And I believe this is the 90th unit. No, this is not. The one above me, I think, is going to be the 90th. So there's three different 3-bedroom units that are getting kind of like retrofitted. But cool. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get my laptop and get on out of this town. What? Don't. It looks all right up until you get over in this area.